Hi, Living Word. It is great to be in front of you again. We have missed you and we love you. We're praying for you every day. It's really hard to do that as a displaced people, isn't it? But we are, as an eldership, we are meeting together on WhatsApp and we're calling each other. We're praying for you every day. We're trying to get in touch with you as well. And we thank all the home group leaders for the assistance they're giving us also. We should be trying to contact you at least every couple of days, more if we can. But these are incredibly uncertain times, and I just want to send you our reassurance that we do love you. We are praying for you. It was good to be in front of you with the live stream on Sunday with talking about Daniel and how we could use this time really wisely and make decisions for God rather than selfish decisions or get tied into any kind of this worldly advice about what we could and should be doing with our time. So I hope you guys are making wise choices. I certainly have tried with some fitness. I've tried obviously to continue with my normal routine in Bible study and reading different books about the Word. But today I'd like to talk to you about something a little bit different. I'd like to talk to you from Matthew 10:16, and I want to talk to you about fake news. Now Matthew 10:16 doesn't necessarily mention fake news. It talks about being as wise as serpents and as innocent as doves. And I think right now, whenever we look at the television, whenever we look at social media, we have to be as wise as serpents. We also have to be as innocent as doves. So if we break that down into two sections, what that means is we should really be using our common sense filters and we should be using our Holy Spirit filter to discern what is right and what is wrong. There is a lot of fake news, especially on the social media sites, that can create fear and create panic and can create misinformation. And there is a lot of stuff on the television that can do exactly the same. We are still, as a nation, sadly, trying to sell newspapers and get viewers on our channels. So guys, use your common sense before you start to forward this misinformation on. If you're not certain about something, maybe go and speak to somebody that you trust and could help you discern that. I'd like to talk a little bit about our own news as well, because we may not be, I'm not going to name any of them, but we may not be any of the big news channels or big websites, but we as individuals have loved ones, we have friends, we have our own channels, I guess you would call them. And I think how we present what life looks like right now can be incredibly helpful or incredibly damaging, depending on how you do that. For example, if we decide that we're going to have an absolute nightmare of a day and 22 hours of our day is actually stressful and we're feeling anxious and the kids are climbing up the walls, or we feel sick, or we feel unwell, but then we choose to take a picture of a perfect setting or a video or tell a story about how perfect our lives are, well, guys, that's great, and I really appreciate that you are probably just trying to spread a bit of good news and lift people's spirits, but what about those families out there that are actually genuinely struggling and finding it really difficult right now? We don't want to live in a comparison society, but we kind of do, don't we? We look at other people's posts and we go, wow, they've really got it together. I must be failing as a person, as a human, as a Christian, as a parent, as a son, as a father, as a mother, as a daughter, as a cousin, as a nephew. Whoever you are, whatever you do in this life, well, guys, I want you to be careful, about what you consume in terms of fake news, but also what we produce. We can be just as guilty of it in both ways. So, guys, I'm praying for you. I want you to be safe. There's a slight change today. We're going to update how we do the newsletter. So once you finish this video, make sure you go back to the newsletter that you would have received on email. We're now going to be adding certain prayer points, so there'll be stuff in there for you to look at, as well as other news. So please don't just open the email, click on the video, and then close it again, because you will miss out. As I said, guys, we love you, we miss you. I can't wait to be in front of you again. So God bless you and have a great couple of days. Take care.